Moto Guzzi. The 850 Eldorado bored to a 1000, but it's all the same. First off, remove the spark plugs. Spark plugs are removed on the other side. It's on the center stand. So it's on the center stand. And in fifth gear, fourth gear. Remove all the bolts holding on the valve cover. Be careful not to scratch the paint on the tank or the valve cover. At least on most Moto Guzzis, they look nice, which this one does. I want to scratch it.
Was on this day in 67, 35-year-old blonde bombshell, Jane Mansfield. Died in a car accident in Louisiana. On this date in 68, Pink Floyd, Jethro Tull, and Roy Harper played the first pre-rock concert ever at London Hyde Park. Pink Floyd's second album, The Songs of Secrets, was released in Britain.
And all the bolts are out. I like to leave the bolts in the valve cover. Wow. Unfortunately, the gasket has decided to stick. That's lovely. Well, one thing at a time. Turn the engine over. There's the intake valve closing, meaning that we're coming up on compression. Put the finger in the hole. Use this.
Here's the question. Deep Purple drummer Pace, 63 today. Well, the question is, Pace is the last still with the band today. Which one of these previous not?
There we go. Easiest way I found is to get the piston at top dead center. Both valves are closed.
Well, plasma TVs do offer better performance in certain key areas. That's why they scored higher in those consumer ratings.
But when I was in the store, they said LCD was...
I'm setting these valves at 0.15 millimeter intake and 0.17 exhaust. I'm using a 10 and a 7 to get my 0.17. Which equivalent would be a 6 and a 7 on American sizes, but I stick with metric.
I'll be sorry.
0.15, 0.17. Intake. Intake's good. 0.15. Exhaust. Exhaust is a little bit loose. I don't know if you can hear the rattle. You can hear that rattle, right? Okay. Loosen up the adjuster.
Android smartphone. It was one with a massive 4.5-inch touchscreen. And Android smartphone was the nation's thinnest 4G smartphone. It was even an Android smartphone with an incredible 3D screen. Mark was impressed with the huge selection too, but he wasn't about to waste time doing that. He was grabbing one of those Android smartphones for himself for an incredible selection.
I like to use needle nose vice grips for holding the adjuster. It's a pretty heavy steel adjuster on these. They're built like a tractor, really. Let's see where we're at here.
Visit att.com or store for details.
Would you speak to go
So we want to loosen her up.
your wireless service equipment reports plan and have $50
Tighten her down.
charges and restrictions apply. It's the Kia Driven by Desire sales event. Driven to provide great deals on our award-winning lineup like the 5-star crash safety rated Optima or the Forte with its 37 highway MPG. And let's not forget about the 2012 Sorento. It gets 32 MPG on the highway and has an available third row seat. And who doesn't desire a little soul in their life? Our Kia Soul comes in 11 cool colors. Add the Sportage to the mix, and Kia has 5 vehicles for 2011 IIHS top safety picks. Desires in the air at the Kia Driven by Desire sales event. Now get 1.9% APR for qualified buyers on the 2011 Sportage. Visit nwmetrokiaretailers.com for details. Government 5-star safety ratings are part of the U.S. Department of Transportation Fuel Card Assessment Program. Safe for car.gov. EPA fuel economy.
All right. Got the right amount of gap in there. It fits in, but it holds enough that it hangs there, but it still.
North is 11th and Flanders. If you're from around Portland, you've most likely seen this downtown site. And chances are, you've smelled it too. This is Fran's Family Bakeries, and it fills the city with
You can feel it drag on both sides, and it does pinch it, but it doesn't pinch it tightly. Bolts all the way tight. Valves are now adjusted. 0.15 intake, 0.17 exhaust.
this family-owned business increased its sales when Walmart began
Put it back together.